How to make hibiscus alcohol tincture.
Okay, today I'm going to be making a hibiscus flower alcohol tincture, or you might call it an extract. Now right now I have started with 1 cup of dried hibiscus flowers. Now unless you live in the deep south, you're probably not going to be growing this particular hibiscus yourself. Now I'm going to give it a rough chop. Normally when you're making an alcohol tincture the old-fashioned way, you'd grind it up in little tiny pieces. But since this breaks it up as it's processing, we just want a rough chop.
Now, even though it's called hibiscus flowers, it is not the flower petals. It is the calyces left after the petals drop. Now, actually, this hibiscus has white or light-colored petals, and the calyces are deep red or purplish. For more on the benefits of hibiscus, scan the QR code.
Now I've got a 1 quart canning jar and a funnel. Now what I want to do is fill this about 1/3 full. So I'm going to add these to it and see if that's about 1/3 of the jar. And it looks like I might need just a tad more. So let me get a few more flowers to add to this. So I probably started out with about 1.5 cups of flour. Okay, now to this jar I'm going to add some vodka. Now your favorite liquor is. This could be rum, it could be vodka, it could be brandy. I'm going to fill this up all the way to the top.
Once again, it's filled to the bottom ring. Do not fill to the top of the jar.
That took a lot of vodka. The problem with making tinctures with the magical butter machine is you have to use a minimum of 2 cups, so you really have to make big batches. Okay, I'm going to just give this a stir. I want to make sure there's plenty room in here for my dried herbs to expand. Because remember, when they're dehydrated, they're really dried up, and when you start hydrating them, they really expand.
At this point, if you do not have a magical butter machine, you would cap your jar and just shake your jar 2 times a day for 2 to 6 weeks. For a stronger tincture, you should chop your hibiscus in much smaller pieces for this jar method, which of course would take more flowers to fill the jar 1/3 full. Check each day and make sure the herbs are covered with the vodka and moving freely when shook. Add more vodka if necessary. Now I do have videos on my channel for making alcohol tinctures using this jar method. Just scan the QR code.
So now all I have to do is pour it in to my magical butter machine. Put in the lid, plug it in. Okay, I'm going to set my temperature for 130 and I'm going to go for 4 hours. Now all we have to do is wait and come back and strain. Okay, my 4 hours is up and now I'm ready to strain my tincture. I'm ready to just unplug my machine. Take this out. Okay, and I'm going to use the magical butter filter press. So this fits any size. This will sit a wide mouth jar, or it'll do the regular. Just screw that on my filter and my cap. Kind of helps when you're pouring to just go ahead and unplug it. Okay. Just look at that color. All right. Now they come with this plunger so I can really get all of that out. Just look at it. Okay, now my hibiscus alcohol tincture or extract, whatever you want to call it, is ready to go. Now I could put this in a pretty bottle. It's pretty, look at that color. Really needs to go in a pretty bottle. But I really do need to pour it into a dark container, or at least keep it in a dark place.
And you might be an herbalist if you make hibiscus alcohol tincture. Like, subscribe, and share so you don't miss any of these healing benefits.